everyone, my name is Hannah, Museum Attendant here at the Dye Mansion, Washington's headquarters in Wayne, New Jersey. Throughout our series, we've been talking about the many functions of the outbuildings on our property. In this video, we're going to talk about the spring house and the smokehouse. Now, the examples you're going to see here today are not original to the Dye Mansion. They were built in the 1960s as a part of a plan drawn up by Newfoundland architect James Lee Holt, as a part of curator Raymond Dye's vision to better represent the facilities a family of the Dye's status would have needed to run such a large operation. That said, our examples provide ample history about their relationship to the larger tasks of food preparation and storage on an 18th century farm. Spring houses, like the one behind me, were built on a natural spring or another water source found on the property. And, like many other outbuildings on an 18th century farm, they played a key role in the tasks of food preparation and storage. A pitched roof protected the family's drinking water from any debris or animals getting into it. Thick stone walls provided the family with a cool, semi-damp space that was suitable for storing many food items. From dairy products such as butter, milk, and cheese, to tender fruits and vegetables, and liquids such as cider and vinegar. You would find these items, for instance, in containers propped up on rocks near the well, or in buckets hanging from pegs in the wall. While our spring house here is a small one-room hut, there are extant 18th and 19th century spring houses across the Northeast, some with one or even two additional rooms for food processing. Now, according to our friends down in colonial Williamsburg, the spring house was considered a clean space, suitable for the women of the house to go in and do their work. The smokehouse, by contrast, was considered a dirty space. After all, the purpose of the smokehouse was to smoke or cure meat. These meats included locally caught trout, venison, and pigs from the family farmstead. While any old shed or outdoor building would do, a proper smokehouse was a short, squat building with a pyramidal-shaped roof and very little ventilation, to keep as much heat and smoke inside as possible. Indeed, the work inside was dirty. Curing meat relied heavily on salt to wick away moisture, as well as a constant smoky fire to keep the meat dry. After 6 weeks of bathing in large vats of coarse salt, prepared slabs of meat would be hung upon the walls to cure in the smoke. Peering inside the smokehouse here then, you'd see alongside the curing meats, walls caked with ash, charred oils, salt residue, and, if the house wasn't properly built, mold. However dirty, the result of the curing process was well worth it, an edible meat that could be stored up for 2 years. What with the technological advancements that were made throughout the 19th and 20th centuries, the spring houses and smokehouses that were once ubiquitous across colonial America soon gave way to the icebox, and later the electrified refrigerator and freezer units. That said, the examples beside me today remind us of the time and labor that once went into properly preparing and storing food for the long haul.